Exuberance is there. You take young people. They are right over, so to speak, from being with God. And they're filled with enthusiasm and joy. Why? Because the natural state of the soul is there. But later on, as they get involved in this outward living, then they find difficulty. But the joy of the soul is natural. You do not have to get it, it's there. You have to undo the things, so to speak, which are preventing you from feeling the natural state of the joy of the soul. It is naturally with us. That's God's gift to us. It is spontaneous. It is our heritage. And those who by yoga will rise above this dual consciousness in which ordinary happiness exists, they will find, the minute they do that, if you don't stop, that the natural joy of the soul will spontaneously bubble forth, and then you'll realize the superior joy of being one with the infinite Father within you. We have the ways and the means to do it. Master has left this, or God, I should say, has sent us this channel. A true channel of God is none other than Himself. The Master, Jesus, the great ones, are none other than great channels of God's light. And those who follow them, as they had the light, as they had the superior joy of the soul, so will the disciples have that. Let us realize that one thing. And so, Master's definition of self-realization perhaps would be good at this time. It shows that we have that superior joy of the soul naturally. We just have to uncover it, so to speak. And so, this is what we read. Self-realization is the knowing on all levels of our being, body, mind, and soul, that we are now in the possession of divinity, and that we are not merely near God at all times, but that His omnipresence is our omnipresence. We do not have to get something. God is our own consciousness, our own joy which we feel, and that love which you feel for one another is God. We do not have to find it. We have to, just as the Master says, going on, and that He is just as much our essential life now as He ever will be. All we have to do is to improve our knowing. Now, if you want to know the superior joy of the soul, improve your knowing of God within you. Do not stop with the fulfillment of senses, but keep on until, through the grace of God, you feel your oneness with Him. Then you will know He is never apart from you. You and He are one. And that's true. Your consciousness is God's consciousness. The love which you feel in your heart is God's love. But through delusion we separate it. The greatest sin is to be separated from God. That's the original sin. We have to undo that. How? By following yoga, by following the Master's teachings, because he had that. He was one with the infinite. Then, having that, we can shout for joy with the psalmist, as we read in our own scriptures. The 5th Psalm, the 11th verse. But let all those that put their trust in thee rejoice. Let them shout, ever shout for joy, because thou defendest them. Let them also that love thy name be joyful unto thee. And so, there we have. Key, know God. He is there. You don't have to find Him. All you have to do, as Master says, increase your knowing. How? By following one who had that. Who had it? The Master had it. It's in his teachings. Follow, and you too will know. Now, this is nearing Abraham Lincoln's birthday. We always say a word or two about him. He was a man, even though he had many responsibilities, troubles, as you know, he had humor. He had humor. And so we, in all our troubles, must have that exuberance of the presence of God and realize our Master's words that life, religion, is not a funeral procession. And so Abraham Lincoln was like that. He was also a man of great faith, which is attested to by his humbleness. And one of the greatest things he said in one of his speeches, he says, "Never mind me. Forget about me. I am nothing," he said. "But do not forget the freedom set forth in the Declaration of Independence. And it is because of that freedom set forth and inculcated in this country that you and I can meet in this place in peace and in calmness and quietude and endeavor to find that freedom which excels all political freedom, and that comes by communion, the one eternal Father, in friendship and in love."
In order to profit from these practical teachings in a meaningful way, which will have a definite and tangible impact in your life, we suggest that you subscribe to the Self-Realization Fellowship's home study course on the science of yoga. Please visit the SRF on the web at yogananda-srf.org or call the SRF's Mother Center in Los Angeles, California at 323-225-2471.